hard for me to get away. But listen, darling, he's not going to wait up for me tonight.
Look, Elaine, you've got to go home now, okay? I'll call you tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
You know I always call you every day or two, okay?
But we're going to the theater tonight.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Well, why not?
Look, Elaine, something's come up, okay?
What? Mortimer, darling, you've lost your job.
No, I haven't lost my job, darling. I'm just not covering that play tonight. Okay, now run along home, okay? I've got to do something very important.
Well, I've got to know what's happened. Certainly, you can tell me.
No, dear, I can't, okay?
Well, you can't propose to me one minute and throw me out of the house the next.
I'm not throwing you out of the house, darling. Will you get out of here?
No! No, I won't get out of here. Not until I've had some kind of explanation.
Look, Elaine, no! Elaine, okay, you can't. Elaine, you can't. Elaine? Hello? All right. Al, okay, yeah, hold on a second, will you? All right, it's important, but wait a minute, can it? Just hold on. Look, Elaine, you're a sweet girl and I love you, okay? But I want you to go home now and just wait until I call you, okay?
Don't try to be masterful.
When we're married and I have problems to face, I hope you're less tedious and uninspired.
When we're married. If we're married. I hope I find you adequate!
Elaine! Elaine! Hello, Al? Hello? Hello, Al? Hello?
That's the doorbell, dear, not the telephone. How do you do? Come in.
I heard you had a room to rent.
Yes, won't you step in? Yes, I'm Miss Brewster, and this is my sister, another Miss Brewster.
My name's Gibbs.
Won't you sit down? Oh, I'm sorry, we were just setting the table for dinner.
Hello, let me talk to Al again, city desk. Al, city desk. What? Oh, sorry, wrong number.
May I see the room?
Why don't you sit down a minute and let's get acquainted?
It won't do much good if I don't like the room.
Is Brooklyn your home?
Haven't got a home. Live in a hotel. Don't like it.
Hello, city desk.
Are you family Brooklyn?
Haven't got any family.
All alone in the world.
Yeah.
Well, Mama. Why, you come to just the right opportunity to sit down.
Hello, Al? Yeah, more. Listen, yeah, we got cut off. Look, Al, I can't review the play tonight, okay? That's all there is to it. I can't.
What church do you go to? There's an Episcopal church practically next door.
I'm Presbyterian. Used to be.
Well, what the hell is George doing in Bermuda? Yes, of course I told him he could go to Bermuda. It's my department, isn't it? Well, who else is around the office there?
Is there always this much noise?
Oh, he doesn't live with us.
Well, there's got to be somebody around the place, Al. Look, how about the office boy? Yeah, the bright one, the one we don't like. Just have a look around. I'll hold him.
I'd really like to see the room.
It's upstairs. Won't you have a glass of our wine before we start?
We make this ourselves. It's elderberry wine.
Elderberry wine. I haven't had that since I was a boy. Thank you.
Well, there must be some printers around. Look, Al, the fellow who sets my copy. You ought to know about what I write. His name is Joe. He's the third machine from the left. And Al, you never know. He might turn out to be another Burns Mantle.
Do you have your own elderberry bushes?
No, but the cemetery is full of them.
No, I'm not drinking, Al. But, tell you what, I'm going to start right now.
Do you serve meals?
We might. But first, just see whether you like our wine. Mortimer, not that.
No! Get out! Get out! Get out of this house! Are you insane? Do you want to be killed? the hell out of here! Don't you come back! Oh my God.
Now you've spoiled everything.
You can't do things like that. I don't know how to explain this to you. It's not only against the law, but it's wrong. It's not a nice thing to do, okay? People wouldn't understand. He wouldn't understand.
I don't think we should have told Mortimer.
What I mean is, well, this has just developed into a very bad habit.
Mortimer, we don't try to stop you from doing the things you like to do. Interfere with us.
Hello? All right, I'll see the first act and I'll pen the hell out of it. Now I need you to do something for me, okay? Get a hold of O'Brien, our lawyer, the head of our legal department, okay? Have him meet me at the theater. Yeah, and don't let me down, okay? Al, I'm starting now. Look, I've got to go to the theater tonight. I can't get out of it. Before I go, will you promise me something?
Well, we'd have to know what it was first.
You know I love you, and I know you love me. I will do anything in the world for you both, and I want you to do just this one little thing for me, okay?
What do you want us to do?
Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Leave Mr. Hoskins where he is, and don't let anyone in this house while I'm gone.
Why?
Because I want some time to think, and I've got quite a bit to think about. You know I wouldn't want anything to happen to you, right?
What on earth could happen to us?
Anyway, you'll do this for me, won't you?
Well, we were planning on holding services before dinner.
Services?
Certainly. You don't think we'd bury Mr. Hoskins without a full Methodist service, do you? Why, he was a Methodist.
And that can't wait until I get back?
So you could join us.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, Mortimer, you're going to enjoy the services, especially the hymns. Martha, how beautifully Mortimer used to sing in the choir before his voice changed.
All right, so you're not going to let anyone in this house while I'm gone. That's a promise.
Well, Martha, I think we can do that now that Mortimer's cooperating with us. Well, all right, Mortimer.
Have you got any paper? I'll be back as soon as I can. There's a man I've got to see.
Here's some stationery. Will this do?
Yes, that'll be fine. It'll save some time if I write my review on the way to the theater.
Mortimer didn't seem quite himself today.
It's only natural. I think I know why.
Why?
Well, he's just become engaged to be married. I suppose that always makes a man nervous.
Well, I'm so happy for Elaine. And their honeymoon ought to give Mortimer a real vacation. I don't think he could cause stress this summer.
At least he's not kiting off to China or Spain.
I never could understand why he wanted to go to those places.
Well, I think for Mortimer, the theaters always seem pretty small potatoes. He needs something bigger to criticize. Something like the human race.
Ooh, Abby, if Mortimer's coming back for the funeral services, we'll need another hymnal. There's one in my room.
Martha, it's really my turn to read the services, but since you weren't here when Mr. Hoskins came, I want you to do it.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Are you sure?
Well, it's only fair.
Well, then I'll wear my black bombazine and Mother's old brooch.
I'll go here.
We told Mortimer we wouldn't let anyone in.
Well, who do you suppose it could be?
We're gonna look. It's two men, and I've never seen them before.
Are you sure?
There's a car at the curb. They must have come in that.
Let me They're strangers to me.
We just have to pretend like we're not at home.
Oh. Come in, Doctor. This is the home of my youth. As a boy, I couldn't wait to escape from this place. Now I'm glad to escape back into it.
Yeah, Johnny, it's a fine hideout.
family must still live here. There's something so unmistakably Brewster about the Brewsters. Oh, I hope there's a fatted calf awaiting the return of the prodigal.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Look, Johnny, drinks.
Ooh, as we were expecting. Oh, good omen.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Why? Aunt Abby. Aunt Martha. It's Jonathan.
You get out of here.
I'm Jonathan. Your nephew? Jonathan?
No, you're not. You're nothing like Jonathan, so don't pretend you are. You just get out of here.
I am Jonathan. And this is Dr. Einstein.
And he's not Dr. Einstein either.
I see you're still wearing the lovely garnet ring that Grandma Brewster brought home from England. And you, Aunt Martha, still the high collar to hide the scar where grandfather's acid burned you?
His voice is like Jonathan's.
Have you been in an accident?
No! Dr. Einstein's responsible for that. He's a plastic surgeon. He changes people's faces.
But I've seen that face before. Abby, you remember when we took the little Schultz boy to the movies and I was so frightened? It was that face.
Easy, Johnny, easy. Don't worry, ladies. The last 5 years, I give Johnny 3 new faces. I give him another one right away. This last face, well, I saw that picture too, just before I operate. And I was intoxicated.
You see, Doctor? You see what you've done to me? Not my own family!
Johnny, you're home in this lovely house. How often he tells me about Brooklyn, about this lovely house, about his aunts that he loves so much. They know him, Johnny. You know it's Jonathan. Speak to him. Tell him so.
Well, Jonathan, it's been a long time. What have you been doing all these years?
Yes, Jonathan, where have you been?
Oh, England, South Africa, Australia, the last 5 years Chicago. Dr. Einstein and I were in business then.
We were in Chicago for the World's Fair.
Yes, we found Chicago awfully warm.
Yeah, it got hot for us too.
Well, it's wonderful to be in Brooklyn again. And you, Abby, Martha, you don't look a day older. Just as I remember you. Sweet, charming, hospitable. And dear Teddy, did he get to politics? My little brother, Doctor, was determined to become president.
Well, Teddy's fine. He's fine. Oh, and Mortimer's well.
I know about Mortimer. I've seen his picture at the head of his columns. Evidently, he's fulfilled all the promise of his early, nasty nature.
We're very fond of Mortimer.
Well, Jonathan, it's very nice to have seen you again.
Bless you, Aunt Martha. It's good to be home again.
Well, Martha, we mustn't let what's on the stove boil over.
Yes. If you'll excuse us for a minute, Jonathan. Well, unless you're in a hurry to go somewhere.
Well, Johnny, where do we go from here? We got to think fast. The police have got pictures of that face. I got to operate on you right away, huh? Gotta find some place for that. And we gotta find a place for Mr. Spinalzo, too.
Don't waste any worry on that rat.
Johnny, we got a hot stiff on our hands.
Forget Mr. Spinalzo.
But you can't leave a dead body in the rumble seat. You shouldn't have killed him, Johnny. He's a nice fella. He gives us a lift, and what happens?
He said I look like Boris Karloff. Well, that's your work, Doctor. You did that to me.
Now, Johnny, we find a place somewhere. I fix you up quick.
Tonight.
Johnny, I got to eat first. I'm hungry. I'm weak.
Well, Jonathan, we're glad you remembered us and you took the trouble to stop in and say hello, but you were never happy in this house, and we were never happy while you were in it. So we just came out to say goodbye.
Aunt Abby, I can't say I'm surprised at your feelings towards me. I've spent a great many hours regretting the many heartaches I must have given you as a boy.
You were quite a trial for us, Jonathan.
But my great disappointments for Dr. Einstein. I promised him, no matter how rushed we were in passing through Brooklyn, I would take the time to bring him here for one of Aunt Martha's home-cooked dinners.
Oh,
Oh, I'm afraid that wouldn't be enough.
Abby, it's a pretty good-sized pot roast.
Pot roast!
I think the least we can do
Thank
is-
you, Aunt Martha. We will stay for dinner.
Well, we'll hurry things along. Oh, Jonathan, if you want to freshen up, you can use the washroom up in Grandfather's old laboratory.
Is that still there?
Oh, yes, just as he left it. Well, I'll help Martha get things started. I know we're all in a hurry.
Well, you get a meal anyway.
Ooh, Grandfather's laboratory. Just as it was, Doctor. A perfect operating room.
Too bad we can't use it.
Oh, why, when you finish with me, we can make a fortune here. Grandfather's laboratory, large ward in the attic, 10 beds, Doctor, in Brooklyn. It's crying